Welcome, everybody, to MMA Record. I'm your host, John Anik, and this is Franklin McNeil. No, sorry. Matthew Phillips.
Tyler York here. We're starting this new show. We're planning on discussing a lot of things on it. Hopefully we can keep it going for a while. But this weekend, we've got a busy weekend of fights.
Absolutely.
We got Strikeforce has a rematch between Henderson and Babalu. And the UFC has their Ultimate Fighter finale. Decent night of fights, nothing fantastic.
Stephan Bonner headlining the American Psycho.
Yeah, we can get into that a little bit if you did that stop if you want. It's silly, just silly. Why is he headlining over Damian Maia, who recently fought in a title fight? You got Johnny Hendricks, who's undefeated. Rick Story's on a 4-fight win streak.
I love Johnny Hendricks.
Yeah, big Johnny Hendricks fan over here. It's whatever. I guess he's a draw. People like him. He's a likable guy, but
Ultimate Fighter won.
Right.
He's got impressive wins over Krzysztof Szczecinski.
I think we should probably start off with the Strikeforce card.
Absolutely.
Think so?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, the night should start with, it's supposed to start with a fight between Benji Radek and Ovance Saint-Preux, everyone's favorite Haitian fighter.
Talk about a barn burner.
Yeah. It was originally not supposed to be on the main card. I don't even know if it was supposed to be on the card in the first place.
I don't think so.
But yeah, it's a decent fill-in, I guess. If you're gonna need a last-minute fight, bring in Benji Radek. He's always game.
Absolutely.
I think he should win it. He's definitely a more experienced fighter. I think if he goes in there and swings his hands, he could probably knock him out. But the fight I'm most excited about, for some reason, I don't know why, is the next fight. Antonio Silva is taking on Mike Chael, and this is one of those rare fights where Mike Chael coming in as a late replacement and actually makes the fight a better fight than what was originally scheduled. They originally wanted Valentin Overeem to fight against Bigfoot. I don't care about Valentin Overeem.
He's the brother of the heavyweight champion, the undisputed heavyweight champion of Strikeforce.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, this fight it became a hell of a lot better when brought in Mike Chael. I think Bigfoot will probably take it. He's just a better striker, I think. Mike Chael's been working hard at AKA. Apparently, he's been training a lot with Cain Velasquez, and there's something to be said for that.
What, 3-fight win streak for Silva right now, or 2?
I'm not.
Actually, no. He lost to Verdum.
Oh, you're right. Verdum submitted.
And then he beat who did he beat at the previous Strikeforce? Did he beat? Anyways, I don't remember.
Orlovsky.
One. Okay, Andre Orlovsky.
Yeah, that's right.
So one. Okay, never mind.
Mike Kyle's he's undefeated in his last 6 fights, I think. He's got a no contest in there where.
There we go.
He got a knockout after the bell. But he's looked real good lately at 205, though. Moving up to heavyweight. Hopefully, I don't see him getting entirely out of shape just because he's fighting a heavyweight and it's a late replacement. It's not like he's been bulking up. So I think he should be in decent shape. He should be game to fight, and that's always good. Now, the next fight, talk about a potential barn burner. We got Paul Daly and Scott Smith going at it. I say potential barn burner, but really
because you're thinking that there's going to be a punch after the bell, right?
No, I think Paul Daly will keep it under control.
Okay.
But you know what? I don't see a barn burner. This is a first round knockout, to be honest. There's nothing.
I got Scott Smith winning this fight.
Do you?
Yes, I
You
do.
think he'll tough it out?
I mean, first of all, when
knockout,
he's already doing what they tell you to do. He's already looking forward to his next fight. He already called out Cyborg. Don't know which one it was, but yeah, he's already going. I want to fight Cyborg when he's got a fight coming up against a legitimate welterweight.
But calling out a chick. Oh, it's probably her husband.
I'm thinking it's her husband. I'm not 100% sure. Can't confirm. Do you think that the female Cyborg could make it up to the welterweight weight? I mean,
I think she
just throw that out there.
Yeah. She could fight at 170. This is Scott Smith's first time fighting at 170. I'm interested to see him being in better shape if it'll help him in any way.
I think he rebounds after the. Well, I actually thought he was going to beat Kung Lee, but
yeah, that was a beat
did
down.
not see that coming.
Personally, I have Paul Daly taking this one. I think he's just not to be entirely racist and just say, oh, well, the guy's athletic and explosive, but
because he's black, isn't it?
It's true. He is athletic and explosive.
Okay, all right.
He's got good striking, I guess, kind of, sort of. If you ignore the fact that he doesn't have great defense, but he hits hard. I think he'll beat Scott Smith.
Gotcha.
The next fight, Robbie Lawler and Matt Lindland. This fight would have been fantastic 5 years ago. But it's still a decent fight. You have to imagine Lindland will be able to get Lawler down. Will he be able to keep him down? Will he be able to avoid getting knocked out? Vitor knocked him silly. And
Vitor proved that Matt Lindland has the greatest chin in the mixed martial arts, and he likes to swim and fight at referees after he's been knocked out.
Like a minute after he's been knocked
out.
That was pretty nasty. You never really know how people are going to respond to that. I mean, he fought Kevin Casey since then, and it was a good fight.
Absolutely.
But we got to see what it's like when he gets hit again.
I'm going Robbie Lawler in that.
I think I am too. It's a close fight, but I think Lawler will take it. I think he will knock him out, actually.
Absolutely.
I
think we got a knockout in this next one, though.
You think?
I smell overhand right, and I think this is going to be one that we disagree on. For some reason, without talking about this, I think you're going to take Babalu in this one.
I got Henderson.
Really?
I don't have it with the big overhand right.
Okay.
Though. I think what's going to happen is, well, first of all, I think Babalu should go for a takedown. I mean, Dan Henderson does not have good takedown defense. No matter how pedigreed he is at wrestling, for some reason in mixed martial arts, he gets taken down by guys like Ninja Hua. It's not hard to get Dan Henderson down, but I think this fight's won in the clinch. I think they'll be clinched up, and I think Henderson he's got better boxing inside.
Here's the reason why I think Dan Henderson's going to win by overhand right. I think what's happened is secretly Babalu has been working with Michael Bisping and showing him how you're supposed to, turn the entire time.
Circle the
wrong way, so you just fall right into the overhand right. That's why I think he's going to get knocked out. I mean, it worked for Michael Bisping. Why wouldn't it work for Babalu Sabral?
Because he's not trying to get knocked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then never mind. This is going to be a boring decision.
Yeah. So that should be a good card. I like it. It's okay, but it had some injury issues and
absolutely. I mean, like 3 injuries in the last week and a half or so.
Right.
I mean,
the day after Thanksgiving, we find out that just about everybody's off the card.
Yeah.
And they still put together a decent card.
But to something to look forward to, we do have a confirmation that the first Strikeforce of the next year is going to have Jason Mayhem Miller versus Nick Diaz.
Was that confirmed?
It's confirmed.
Wow.
Confirmed.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That is a...
where'd they decide the weight's going to be for that fight?
I'm not actually sure. It's... I know that it's just called Strikeforce 30, and they have a verbal agreement between both fighters.
About time. I was afraid that fight wasn't going to happen, and that should be a hell of a fight. But, yeah, I'm done talking about Strikeforce.
Okay.
Let's be real. The UFC is where it's at.
Let's talk about the American Psycho-led finale,
Yeah,
if you will.
decent amount of fights. We got some good guys on it. It starts with Rich Antonito and Dave Branch. Don't really care that much about this fight.
Why does Rich Antonito still in the UFC?
He's won.
I
guess when you're winning.
Are they exciting fights, though?
Yeah, whatever. Dave Branch, he got knocked the fuck out in his last. Sorry about the language, but
yeah,
it's realistic. He got knocked the heck out by
no ESPN censors here. No John Anik, Franklin McNeil censors here. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah.
But remember, it's 1 F is PG-13, 2 is rated R.
That's true.
And we have to put a parental advisory sticker if you say it again. So
I'll leave it out.
You leave it out
because The Hammer by the Adam Carolla movie, 2 F words got a rated R.
Really?
Yeah, that's all it was.
First time in MMA show history that Adam Carolla was brought up on an MMA show. I'm just saying. Anyways.
But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, Dave Branch got knocked silly by Gerald Harris with that sweet slam.
Recently released Gerald Harris.
Yeah, we could talk about that too. That's a bizarre cut, but I guess if you aren't going to come out and fight and you're going to stand there and let somebody punch you in the face.
I'm thinking we could do like a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon thing here, because you could go David Branch got knocked out by who was it?
Gerald Harris.
Gerald Harris, and then Gerald Harris lost a fight to a guy who got arrested on an old warrant. I don't know how we get to Kevin Bacon, but
the guy who arrested him is Brazilian. Kevin Bacon probably likes Brazilian waxes.
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyways. But anyway, in that fight, I think I'm taking Dave Branch. I think he'll probably beat him standing. I don't know, to be honest.
I don't know enough about either fighter to make a decision.
Okay.
This is what I do. If I don't know enough about either fighter, I'm just not going to say who I think is going to win.
I know your actual rule about that. It's the roulette rule.
That is true.
Always bet on black.
Always bet on black. That is true.
Man.
That is true.
Had to go racist again. Sorry.
There goes our black sponsorship.
Yeah, sorry, BET.
I was thinking Colt 45 and
that's
2 zigzags, as Afroman would say.
Going even more racist.
Anyway, what's the next fight again?
So Fredson Pajau is the next fight, and he's taking on Pablo Garza. I think Fredson Pajau will probably take him down and get a submission, even if he just pulls guard. He's one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in MMA. He hasn't gotten to show it much. He showed it in Columbus, in WC against whoever the F it was. I don't remember. I was there, though. Mm-hmm. Courtney Buck is who it was, actually. That was pretty good. Good rear naked choke. Garza got submitted in his last fight. I think we'll make it 2 in a row for him.
Now, did we have a WC fighter on the last card?
No, this is the first. This will be.
So that will be the first WEC fighter in the UFC.
That will be the first one. That is correct. Fredson Pajau will be the first WEC guy to win a UFC fight.
When we sit back and look at this, you think of people like Jackie Robinson, the first black player to ever play in Major League Baseball.
Fredson Pajau, the first WEC guy to win a UFC fight.
It is a monumental occasion.
Yeah.